Hey, this is Matt with Let's Talk Music. I'm here at the King of Clubs in Columbus, Ohio with Bobby from Saliva. How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
So, me and Bobby talked about a month ago. He was in, where was New York?
No, I was in Gainesville.
Gainesville.
I was near my home. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, but I was in Gainesville, yeah.
Yeah, with your daughter at a concert.
Yep.
So, yeah, this time we're actually here live with them. They're playing tonight with Otherwise, Ninth Planet Out, and Pariah, I think it is.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know Otherwise and Ninth Planet's on this package with us, but the fourth band, I didn't get the name. I didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So, first off, how do you feel about this heat, man?
It's really hot, man. I had a beard today, full-blown beard, and I shaved it.
Now you,
That's how hot it was.
it gets pretty hot in Gainesville though too, don't it?
Where I'm at in Florida, yeah, but this is like one of those heat wave. I can tell in my voice.
Oh,
Not fun.
not going to affect it, is it?
We'll see. Hopefully not.
So, we was talking about doing this live, and I was pretty excited about it. So I was putting out here just, got some Movo microphones. Going to try and get some endorsements. But, yeah, we got a good night of music planned. And so what's the set list like tonight?
The set list is a little bit of everything. We're playing some new songs now, which we're stoked about. And we have a couple classics that we've added into the set that we haven't played before.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a little mashup thing that we're doing too. So it's really cool, man.
Now you guys just came out with a new song called Crows, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What's behind that one? Just is there anything special, or is it just?
It was written during the pandemic. It was one of those songs that I felt like it had special meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of reminds me of like old broken relationships, that just never, you trying to fix somebody that cannot be fixed. And no matter what, but they want to drag you around, chasing your tail. And so it just didn't really, for me, like that song in particular, definitely stuff that I've went through. And when I write lyrics, I don't really, I don't know what I'm writing necessarily. I just write what comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then like once it's done and I'm like reading it, I'm like, wow, that reminds me of this or something I went through, and that I only try to write lyrics that I feel like are going to relate to people, connection wise. So, that songs we've gotten overwhelmingly, response from. It's been great. So
Nice.
it's in Octane rotation now, and 40. It was 44 ads the first week, and then we got another 10 last week, so we're at about 54 ads.
Nice. So, for people that, knew Saliva back in the day, everybody knows Josie. You're the new era of Saliva, and, I mean, how do you feel about the way that you guys are, what direction you guys are going in? I mean, with the new music and everything.
I mean, all we've ever tried to do is just put out great music, and, we're a rock and roll band.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely, we're not trying to stray away from what Saliva, is or was. But I do think that, we're trying to, create some new vibes and elements, and just try to challenge ourselves as songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do that's fresh and different? And that's kind of what we feel we achieved with Crows.
Mm-hmm.
That was the goal. So to get the response that we have gotten from it was great. So
Awesome. So, you got any new singles that you're coming out with here soon, or just?
Well, we put out Revelation Man, which was a song that came out a couple months ago. We did a video for that.
That's the one we talked about.
Yeah, we're doing a video for Crows, hopefully this week, because we're trying to line all that up. And we're just going to stick with this one for a minute, and then hopefully we'll have a record out by the end of summer.
So are you right now, are you in the middle of the tour, or are you close, close?
Yeah, on this run, this June run that we're doing, it was just kind of getting our feet wet and getting back out, and doing some routed touring. We haven't done routed touring in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the touring's been like fly shows, and
Right.
then you'll kind of navigate, do 3 in a weekend and go home, which, being home's always fun.
Yeah.
But this was one of those runs where it's like, all right, 20 shows in 27 days. Let's go. You know.
So you talk about doing a video here soon. Is that when you're going to be back down south, or are you still going to be on tour?
We're trying to figure out if we're going to do that. Like, we might do that in someone's garage in like St. Louis or something. We don't even know. We're trying to figure it out right now. So.
I was say I got a garage, but
right.
I don't, so I can't offer that. I got a shed, and that's not going to work out.
Yeah.
So last night you say you was in Mechanicsburg, PA. Now you're here in Columbus. Where are you heading tomorrow?
Joliet, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're making our way west, and we'll be in like South Dakota on Saturday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And where does it end at?
We're going right into the heat wave, man. We're crashing right into the sun.
Mm-hmm. You know? Heading west.
Yeah.
So, and where's your last show at?
Evansville, Indiana, on the 24th.
Okay. Okay. Nice little town. So these clubs like this, you like playing those?
Yeah. I mean, dude, we're grateful that we can play rock and roll, and it's a great venue. So
it is.
Yeah,
I love it here.
It's a great market too. We like Columbus. We like Ohio. Ohio's always been great to us.
Yeah, I mean, I've lived here all my life, so I prefer where you're at. But
right.
Ohio works. But no, I did an interview here it's been a while, with a band called South of Eden, and the acoustics are great here. The people, the staff, I mean, everybody was real accommodating. I think it's a great venue to play. And I mean, just, if any musicians are watching, King of Clubs in Columbus, great place. These guys are booking all kinds of shows. I mean, matter of fact, I just seen in the fall, they have Lacuna Coil and Butcher Babies coming.
Oh, cool.
And I mean, those guys are pretty, they play a lot of festivals and stuff, and to play a smaller venue like this is pretty cool.
Right.
These guys were able to.
Well, you got to do both. You got to do both. You got to play the clubs, and you got to play, to play the festivals.
Right. Have you guys done any festivals yet?
Yeah, we've done a couple. We've got a couple more coming up. Summer's always prime for that. You get festivals, fairs, all that stuff. So, we do have some. We're doing like Blue Ridge Rock Fest too, which will be cool, and that's in Virginia. But yeah, we're just doing our thing.
Well, we had talked before, of what got you into music and stuff, so I don't want to cover over old ground, but it just I really admire you. You know what I mean? Your talent.
Well, thank you.
Your ability to get up there and perform night after night, and I mean, when you first started this, how did that feel? When you was the first time you went out on stage, was you freaked out or anything?
With this band?
Just any band. When you first started.
Well, I started as a drummer, so you're behind a drum kit, so really, when you're in front, it's easier to get freaked out, I think, especially when you're the singer, because it's almost like all the eyes are on you, know. But yeah, I think I went through that as a kid, just the whole stage fright thing, and then you kind of, when you do more, it's like riding a bike. You just start. It's like second nature.
Right.
And then, but we're getting in this band. It was. I look back, 10 years ago, and where I am now, and it was definitely a lot different then, because you're trying to learn, to adapt,
right,
to these other guys that have been doing it with this for 10 years, prior to you coming in, and things were, but then you kind of grow and you get to know each other, and it works, it clicks, and it's get to play music, yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying, man. Is just to be up there and in front of the fans and stuff. And I mean, I've always been a spectator, and
right,
I've been there where the crowd is singing back to the musicians, and I mean, that's got to be just one amazing feeling. When you got
absolutely.
An entire
I mean,
crowd.
that's why you do it. There's nothing better than that. Yeah.
So, how much did you get any rest?
Like today?
Yeah, well, last night on your way out.
Yeah,
here?
I mean, a little bit. You try to. You try to sleep as much as you can, and then when you get parked, it's just been so hot. It's been a little uncomfortable on the bus, so
right.
Just trying to, trying to figure that out.
Well, I just feel, I remember, the last time that we talked to you, you had talked about, how hard it is in between shows to get rest because after you do one, you're so amped up. And then by the time you kind of chill out, you're halfway next to your next destination. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's, I could see where it would be tough, man. But, again, I mean, I admire what you guys do.
Thank you.
I feel like without you guys, I would be lost. Without musicians, I am everybody knows on my YouTube and whatever that I'm a music freak. And I mean, I take every opportunity I can to talk to bands. A lot of the guys I do, guys and girls, they're on an independent label, doing their own thing. And, but they're loving it.
Yeah.
And they say that to do this, you truly have to have a love of music.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really treat it like a job. You got to love it.
Right.
So,
right. It's not for everybody.
No.
It's like even music too. Like, being on stage, it's not easy, to do that. There's a lot of people that just they think it's easy. But then you go out and you do it. Go out and do it 5 nights in a row, and it'll wear on you, especially the older you get.
Yeah.
So.
Well, being in a crowd wears on you the older you get too.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm not doing no more walls of death or mosh pits anymore. But,
No.
So when I was talking to Amanda before you got here, she's your daughter's aunt, and she was talking about how she's got a spectacular voice. She following in old man's footsteps.
My daughter, yeah, and Amanda was a singer too. So I think the singing thing kind of runs in my family. But music in general runs in my family. But yeah, my daughter, man, she's funny, man. She's always cracking us up. She's a comedian, is what she is.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah. So
well, you see mine sitting over there. She's kind of just chill and silent.
Yeah.
But
it was great talking with her too. She plays violin, which I think is awesome.
And I'm gonna tell you what, buddy. She doesn't warm up to anybody like that. So
right.
You just must have the face or something that she thought was kind of soothing or whatever, because she's kind of antisocial.
Yeah,
you can tell by the the goth makeup and stuff.
It's all good,
But it's her style.
I'm one of those that I was always quiet in high school. I didn't really talk to. I had my own little friends, and that was it, And then I couldn't wait to get out of school. Couldn't wait to graduate, and because I knew that I was gonna be dedicated to music and just keep grinding and paying the dues. And I still feel like that's what I'm doing is, grinding and still paying dues and just trying to put on the best live show and do the best that, I can. And just, especially family wise too, my family, that's the most important thing to me. And then,
Yeah. And but I mean, especially when, you got a family that's a music family that supports you.
Right.
You don't have the people that are, man, you're gone all the time and this and that. And it's like, well, I'm making my living, That's how we got what we got. But
yeah.
I mean, I know from experience, because I drove over the road truck for 14 years, man, and being gone for 2-3 weeks at a time, and it just it wears on you.
It's tough, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here, but I just wanted to kind of know how do you feel about the guys that you're playing with tonight, otherwise, and I mean.
The whole tour's been great, man. Great. Otherwise, it's a great band. Ninth Planet's a great band. Yeah, be sure you check them out for sure, because Ninth Planet, they're awesome, man. They got full blown lighting rig and everything, and like blowing smoke, and
awesome.
It's pretty funny. But and otherwise, it's a band that we've done shows with for years.
Yeah,
they've been around a long time, so it's good to have them, on this tour. So
yeah, they're I enjoy otherwise. Really, like, I remember when the song "Soldier" came out. That was like their first hit.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So I mean, so do you you guys just sit out there in the VIP section or beside the stage and watch them, or you just kind of more?
No, I mean, we just kind of like. There's not really. There's not like a VIP section. There's just. We're all humble and just we know. We're all out here supporting each other, man, and when they play it, when they are on stage, we check them out. When we're on stage, they're out there checking us out. It's good.
Well, I mean, this honestly is the first time I have seen Saliva since the old days, so
Oh, cool.
I'm looking very forward to it.
Cool.
Bobby, we talked once before. I think you're an awesome dude, man, and I appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
man.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and we are. I was snapping at my camera girl over there so that she can get ready to stop the record.
Right, right.
So, anyways, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get to checking out some other bands and stuff, and check out Saliva's new single "Crows." And hey, let's do this, rock and roll.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.